Today I'm going to show you how to make your own Chrome extension. Let's get started. Well, first let me show you the Chrome extension that I made and the one we're going to make. I'm going to show you how to make an extension that shows you the price of Bitcoin. So here we can see the current price of Bitcoin, and here's my extension. Okay, pretty close. Okay, so let's get started. First, what you want to do, you want to make a new folder. Okay, in Visual Studio Code. Now, you don't have to use Visual Studio Code. Just make sure you have all of these files in the same directory. Okay. So notice I have three different files here. I have index.html, I have manifest.json, and I have the script.js. Okay, so first let's do the HTML file. If I hit exclamation mark and enter, I get my boilerplate code. And let's make a little div here with a h2. We'll write Bitcoin. Okay, and then we'll have an unordered list. And then here we will have the list item, and we're gonna put an ID of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, okay. And then finally at the end, in the bottom here, we're gonna put our script, okay, src, and we're gonna name this script.js. Okay, so this is going to be pointing to this JavaScript file. Okay, we could save this. Let's go to the JavaScript and let's start coding. So we'll do async function, and we're going to call this get data. Okay, open brackets. And let's start off with options. Oops. Options equals. Now this is going to be a get method, so we're going to be fetching some data. We're just going to grab it. So method is going to be get, G-E-T, okay, and put a little semicolon here. Let's write a new variable. We're going to call this res for response. Okay, type await, fetch, and this is where you're going to put the API call. And then we're going to call this record. Let's see, okay, record, await, response.json. We're going to turn it into JSON. And for testing purposes, let's go ahead and console log record. So first I'm going to write the string record just so it's clear, so we can see what we're looking at. Okay, record. And then here at the bottom, we're going to call this function. Okay, get data. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get some API stuff. I went onto this website. I'll leave the link in the description. So this is the one that I used. View the Bitcoin price index in real time. So go ahead and copy this right here. Copy. Okay, let's go back. And let's paste that in here. Okay. Save. Okay, now go back to your index HTML. Now I have this cool extension. It's called Live Server. And this allows you to open this page up quickly. You don't have to go ahead and switch to a Google Chrome. Just go ahead and download Live Server. Okay. And make sure all your files are saved. Hit right click and open with Live Server. Okay, so here we see Bitcoin and here we see list, but notice nothing is populated. So let's go inspect and let's go to console. And here, this is where we're console.logging record. And I'm going to show you what you're going to need to grab here. Okay, let's open up this object, BPI. We're going to go in US dollars. And this is what we want to grab. We want to grab this information right here. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get that. Okay, this is very important. So let's go back into our JavaScript. JavaScript. Okay. And let's add document dot get element by ID. And remember here in the index, we named this Bitcoin. Okay. So get element by ID, Bitcoin. Okay. Dot inner HTML equals. Okay. So what are we going to write here? What this is basically what's going to populate inside the this list item right here. Now remember, we want to get BPI, USD, and rate. Okay. So let's go back to our index. I'm sorry, script. Okay. We're gonna write record because that's what we got and turned it into JSON. Dot BPI dot USD dot rate. Okay, so again, if you're wondering where am I getting this from, record, this is coming from right here. This is my I went and fetched this data, then turned it into JSON. Okay, so that's record dot BPI dot USD dot rate. Okay, if you look again, this is where I grabbed it from. Dot BPI USD rate. Okay, and now let's save this. Okay, so now let's see if this works. Let's go back to the index. Again, make sure your files are saved. Let's go open with live server. And here we go. We have our data. Now what we want to do is we want to put it into a Chrome extension. So this is where this file comes into play. Manifest.json. And we're going to write some stuff here. Okay. Open and close curly brackets. And let's call this name. We're gonna call it. You got to use double parentheses. Let's call this Bitcoin. I'm gonna call it Bitcoin 2 because I already have my extension. I want to make sure this works. I don't want to give you guys any false information, so I want to make sure this is working. So we'll give it a version number of, let's say, version 1.0.0. We'll give this a description. Oops. Oh, yeah, you got to put a comma here. Don't forget. Comma. Okay. We'll call this the current price of Bitcoin. Manifest version. Again, I forgot the comma. Manifest version. Now, for some reason, this has to be either number 2 or number 3. I didn't do too much research on that, but I tried to put 1 and it didn't work, and then I got a message. So for some reason, it has to be 2 or 3. I'm gonna put 3. Okay. Author is me, words and stuff. Okay. And then action. Action. Open curly braces. And now we're gonna write default pop up. Pop up. And what do we want to pop up? Well, the index. Index.html. Okay, and then default title will be Bitcoin. I'll say Bitcoin 2. Make sure all your files are saved. Let's go into Chrome now. Open up a new tab. We're gonna go to extensions. Here, let me go ahead and take this one off here. Let's go ahead and remove it. Yeah, remove. Okay. So let's go manage extensions. We're gonna go to load unpack, and then you're gonna select that folder that has all of your files. Chrome, that's the folder. And again, the version number, the description, okay? And now let's go ahead and add it. Bitcoin 2. And let's see if it works. Click on the extension. Boom. There you go. The current price of Bitcoin. Hope you guys like that. See you in my next video. Bye bye.